So he killed all those people. He killed 6 people right there. Next scene, they in the hotel. They going to East Side Hotel, right? What's up? It's Bruce, the coolest nerd you know, and this is the Internet Over 30, where I side eye the internet so you don't have to. Check this out. Right now, we're about to do a throwback to a very popular song going all the way back to 1994. If you're over 30, you definitely remember this song. It was a huge hit in 1994. It was Warren G and Nate Dogg's Regulate. So if you remember, this is a video where Warren G and Nate Dogg, they were out there looking for some girls. Warren G starts getting jacked because he stupidly walked up to a dice game, and Nate Dogg comes and does what he does, which we're about to get into that in a second, and then go to a hotel with these girls or whatever. The reason I'm bringing this video up is because there's something that's not ever really talked about. And that is, I would say that the people we need to watch out for the most are the girls who went back to the hotel. Let me explain why. Let's talk about what's going on real quick. First of all, remember this girl walking down the street. I need y'all to remember that for a second. We're gonna move forward in the video. Okay, so he said, "What's up?" These dudes pulled a gun on him, started jacking him. Here's where it gets interesting. Since these girls peeping me, I'm a glide and swerve. These hookers looking so hard, straight hit the curves. So Nate Dogg says he wants to think of better things than some horny tricks. He sees his homie and some suckers all in his mix. Wherever Nate Dogg is at this moment in time, he can see the girls, and he can also see Warren G getting jacked at the same time. Please make a mental note of that. And this is what he says. 16 in the clip and 1 in the hole. Nate Dogg is about to make some bodies turn cold. He dropping and yelling. It's a tad bit late. Nate Dogg and Warren G had to regulate. Stop for a second. Okay. We gotta listen to this carefully. Now they dropping and yelling. It's a tad bit late. Nate Dogg and Warren G had to regulate. Look, the girl in the little beanie, that was the one walking on the street earlier. I guess they doing circles looking for some type of danger. And Nate Dogg was gonna try to probably holler at him. But the only reason he didn't is because he saw his homie and some suckers all in his mix. Meaning, going back to what I said, he saw the girls, he saw his homie getting jacked at the same time. Here's where these girls are crazy right here. Because if Nate Dogg could see them and see Warren G getting jacked, that means all of this is within eye and earshot, right? So if he goes over and he shoots them and they're dropping and yelling, that means these girls can hear them dropping and yelling and screaming and getting killed. They literally, let's go back. How many people was it? By the way, Warren G just gave up right there. I see 3, 4 people. Is it 4 people? One of them is Warren G. Warren G's got on the blue flannel. So here we go where they dropping and yelling. So Warren G is here. We got, I don't know where all these rest of these dudes came from. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did somebody run off the frame? Did somebody get out of the frame before he got shot? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6 people. Yeah. So he killed all those people. He killed 6 people right there. Next scene, they in the hotel. They going to East Side Hotel, right? They literally getting a wreck at the corner. Watch Nate Dogg kill a whole group of people and then swing right back over to them. And what do they do next? We all know what they did next. If you want skirts, sit back and observe, because we're going to see what they did next. I mean, they got the freaks. That's a known fact. You know what I'm saying? It was a known fact that he had the freaks. Oh, by the way, side note, why were these dudes shadow boxing right there? Anyway, he's got a car full of girls and it's going real swell. Who are these chicks that just watched this brutal murder in the alley just a second ago, and they go and leave with the dudes that just did all the killing? Like, who are they? What is wrong with these? I don't understand what's wrong with them. Who are these women that decided to make this choice? But what type of women really go for guys who commit mass murder right there in front of them and they just run back to the hotel with them? So, you know, I scoured all the reputable sources for scientific information. I went to Google first, checked out some science journals, moved over into some Wikipedia, then of course Twitter and Facebook. And what I did find is that there is something called Hybristophilia. People who are attracted to people who commit like outrage, like murder or rape or anything like that. People who like love the shit out of. It's like people who just really love those type of people. You know, the people who go and marry a mass murderer after he's been in jail for 20 years. It's those type of people. That's what we're dealing with these girls here. So really, they're probably the most dangerous people in this video. Matter of fact, Hybristophilia, even though people have written books on it, I've never heard of it until just now. Most people call it Bonnie and Clyde syndrome. But of all the people who've written books on it and kind of studied it, there's no empirical research on the condition at all. It's kind of like people write all the books about it, but they don't do any of the really hard research and science about it. It's like doctors just kind of sit around like on their smoke break. Bitches be crazy, right? Like, that's all they do about it. They don't actually do any real research on it. But why do you feel like these particular women were so attracted to these two to run to the hotel right after watching them commit this murder? I want to say them. It was Nate Dogg, really. Nate Dogg put in all the work. Warren G, hey, he got saved. And it was funny because Nate Dogg tried to say, like, Nate Dogg and Warren G had to regulate, and they really didn't. Warren G was getting jacked. You know what I'm saying? He's breaking himself. I couldn't believe they were taking Warren's wealth, to be honest. If you enjoyed any or all of this video, please assault and abuse that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you've been a long time subscriber and you're seeing like some of these videos I'm doing now. Yes, if you noticed, the channel name did change from Genius Insomniacs to Internet Over 30. I feel like someone needs to provide content, not only for current events, but for a lot of things that happened way before social media really took off. And there are like a million pop references and things that just went on in our world, people who are over 30, that I think need to be addressed, and some questions that that need to be answered. So please join me on this journey. And like always, I'm Bruce, coolest nerd you know. Peace. Back up, cause it's on. Why would they slap boxing in the middle of the video? It made no sense. Anyway.